I've only gone and done it.
Mate. And I can only imagine the pavilion boys, he goes.
Ooh, the boys.
I don't know. I didn't actually know what they did. Yeah, man. Pakistan are going to Pakistan, aren't they?
Yeah.
Thank you, Pakistan, as I spit food out of my mouth while I'm talking.
Right. Well, like New Zealand, they're spitting chips.
Exactly. Oh, man, they'd be spitting chips over there, land of the long white cloud. Thank you, Pakistan, for keeping the tournament alive.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Pakistan, for chasing 400 dealers. For keeping the tournament alive.
Yeah.
That's just what these guys are going to do.
Yep.
Look, personally, I think the semis are set, but a lot of permutations now.
Yeah.
A lot of permutations.
TGC is brought to you by cricket.com. You can download the cricket.com app from the App Store right now. And you can also subscribe to cricket.com's YouTube channel, cricket.com/TV. You can punch in the old search bar there. So thank you to cricket.com for getting around TGC. Bezza.
He goes, I just want to start here with like something that audience member of ours, Sarah, sent in. This is a quote from Suck Lane a couple of days ago. He's been copying pelters in the press for Pakistan's poor performance. What? I did not even...
Pelters in the press for poor performance.
It's a six-piece.
Pakistan's poor performance.
That's right. But he said, I'm going to try my best here so someone can do this in Urdu AI or whatever, but Qudrat Ka Nizam, course of nature.
Okay.
So Hucklane's talking about this a little while ago. Pakistan lost the third game of home T20I series against England. Day and night, summer and winter, rain and clouds. They keep going on, said Sucklane. This is Qudrat Ka Nizam. Translate to nature taking its course. Do you think nature's taking its course and Pakistan are in, even with just a bee's dick of a chance?
Well, and what will happen is they'll lose their last game to England. So so that will be in its sort of full richness of what Pakistan can bring to a tournament. Just laughter and fun for everyone involved, including their fans for part of the tournament. And then for most of it, disappointment.
First thing he goes, 400, surely enough.
I would have thought
surely!
So. If you said at the toss, let's just generate innings a la, Cricket 99 or Shane Cricket...
Yeah, 99 too, I think.
Shane Cricket 99, yeah. Well, that joke's ruined now. If you said, do you want 400? They said, you know what, I'll have a slice of that.
Yeah, indeed. Even at the halfway mark, you're taking that. Yeah, you're biting an arm off for it, really. There they are, the Chinnaswamy. New Zealand goes with spin. Pakistan goes with pace. Kane is back.
Yeah,
and he's straight back. And straight back.
Hard. Did looking good.
Yeah.
Took a great catch. Almost hurt his knee again.
Exactly. And... Pakistan win the toss, they bowl. You're thinking, well, they're doing that for net run rate purposes, which is a normal thing that a pedophile would say. And,
which is another P word.
That's an NRI. Yeah, exactly. But they do that for not for pedophile purposes, but for net run rate purposes. And it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good. They're right. How does that translate?
This is the fucking best job in the world, man.
For now. For now. Panyao,
where else can you get that kind of analysis?
Yeah, indeed. We're talking once again here this innings about Rachin Ravindra.
Yes.
It is class is just seeping out of its pores.
Yes. It was so nice because Rachin Ravindra, he's sort of a homage, isn't he, to a hometown boy of Bangalore in Rahul Dravid in many ways, and he just sort of has the grace of
just because that's why, just because his name sounds like that.
Yeah, is that racist?
I'm thinking with Rachin because it's so organised. It's three Rachin Ravindra. It's three formats. It's everything.
It's a shame that no one exists anymore, but
yeah. I just mean hypothetically. Yeah. What IPL team do you think is going to play for? Because for me, I'm thinking Rachin Ravindra. I'm like, it's kind of got hallmarks of Mumbai, Bangalore, a little bit of Rajasthan Royals in there as well. I see CSK. I can see all of it. The name, the man, the way he plays it, sort of it conjures these ideas,
Yeah.
Mumbai.
Yeah.
Bangalore. Chennai.
I found it very odd, this game, generally speaking, with the amount of fans in the stadium that were wearing Indian jerseys to New Zealand, Pakistan.
Yeah.
And then also they were supporting the hometown boy, Rachin Ravindra from New Zealand, whose name sounds a bit similar to some other guys that used to play there at the Chinnaswamy there.
Okay, easy. First first bat to score 3 centuries in their debut World Cup.
Yeah, it's like it's a red hot stat. It's just one.
Because most people probably play 2 World Cups if you're any good. So you got to do one or the other.
Yeah. It's one too many caveats. Were like debut World Cups. Because everyone's breaking records now about like this is the fastest World Cup. Fakhar Zaman scores his 160 something balls, right? And that's the fastest World Cup 100 for Pakistan. But that doesn't mean anything anymore because the elevation of the game is such that you've beaten the record from 4 years ago.
You're not watching this innings though. Yeah, I probably should go back to the game. You're not watching this innings from New Zealand who are, playing for their spot in the semi-finals and turning up deluxe, having lost the toss, going,
yeah,
you know what, they just left a few runs in the tank. At 400, I don't think they're walking off the field going, I don't know. But then again, maybe they know that there's rain on the way and, in many ways, why is it 200 off 25 overs is just way easier than 400 off 50?
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, that's how DLS works and it's good. What are you looking at here? So Kane runs, wants to bring it up with a 6. Daryl Mitchell, not a bad bloke to come in next. Topped, it was topped off. It was cream on top stuff from Len Phillips. Chapo in there as well. Mitch Santner bombed a couple. You make 400. What else? What else are you meant to do? Now these are just stats of my own here, by the way. So let's just hit it.
It's time for cricket.com's stat dog.
These are actually just from the net. These stats.
It's not from. It's actually from cricket.com.
Didn't receive any.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what that is.
No, that's weird. Yeah. No stats overnight. No stats overnight.
0 stats.
No.
My record to go, man.
Got about 20 stats for India, Sri Lanka.
On cricket.com, stat dog.
He's a good little boy.
Now, underpinning just how strong New Zealand's first innings was, these stats are just from the net or some shit. Harris Ralph brought up the most expensive ODI figures for a Pakistan bowler at a World Cup, and he's thinking, fuck. He's gone past Hassan Ali, who was none for 84, so we went for 84 in 2019.
Right.
Last ball of the innings, Mitch Santner, boom, 6, Zach, if you will.
Yeah.
Shaheen Shah Afridi now owns the most expensive figures for Pakistan in ODI World Cups, and I think he's the number 1 bowler. Wait to get to the batters. Anyway, there's just some stats I'm providing for people to play that song.
Have we provided enough praise and sucking offness for Rachin Ravindra? Because this guy he's fucking so good. But I've heard Ian Smith talk a little bit about him that I think he showed some sort of form or class or promise, in first class cricket. But the level that he's performing at now, excuse me, is wow, proper breakout, World Cup breakout performance.
Yeah, it's it's Lady Gaga stuff. A Star Is Born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We're getting into the suck-off stuff now.
Yeah.
Not only that,
he's going to start doing 100 celebrations where he's did that.
He's off the deep end. Watch as he dives in, if you will. I don't know you will. Yeah, it's also that he reminds me of the kind of baseballer that scouts would go for before Moneyball. The guy looks so pure. It looks very applicable to any format, any situation.
He's very good looking as well.
Oh, it's the whole package.
It's a whole package.
It's a whole package. That's before you even get to the India references. You
Great
know what I mean?
salad.
It's almost born in a lab. You know what I mean?
Yeah, nearly.
Yeah,
nearly.
New Zealand have concocted Rachin Ravindra to keep New Zealand cricket alive
by tying themselves to India.
His name is not Rachin Ravindra at all.
No, it's Tim.
Yeah, that's right. Timothy.
Tim Jones.
Tim Jones. No, he will be called. Jacinta Ardern got in there. Before she lost the
of course.
And concocted Rachin Ravindra to help keep New Zealand cricket bubbling away.
Smart.
He looks amazing. Yeah, hearing all these comparisons with left-handers. I mean, you just chuck all the elegant left-handers that you've thought about in a pot, mix them around, pour one out. Strange thing to do and kind of inhumane, but and they'll look. I've heard Kumar Sangakkara, I've heard Mike Hussey. I already said that. I've heard Brian Lara. Recently.
Wow. Okay.
It was just he picks up the bat. It's a backlift.
Yeah, it's backlift. Yeah.
I mean, any left-hander who hits a elbow up drive is just going to look sensational.
Yeah.
You know?
Yuvraj Singh.
Yeah. Yeah. He looks like a couple. Yeah.
Saurav Ganguly.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anyway, so is that enough suck off?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, great. Well, anyway, they lose. Let's talk. This is what people are here for, really.
Yeah.
Fucker fireworks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
126 off 81. 11 sixes.
New Zealand make 400 runs and lose. New Zealand make 400 runs and lose to Pakistan.
They're short by 20.
And they're short. Just not enough, boys.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. Pakistan makes half the runs of New Zealand. They win by 20.
Yeah.
And get a little net run rate boost there as well.
Yeah.
Is it enough? I don't know. And they're struggling early. They're 1 for 6, 6 for 1 after 2 overs.
Yep.
Not looking good. But then Fakhar Zaman hits 126 and 81 balls. Took Glenn Phillips down, took everyone down, took Trent Bolt down. They go off for rain once.
Yeah.
They're ahead by 10 runs. They come back on. Ish Sodhi's brought on, gets pumped. And next thing we know, Pakistan's ahead by 20. That's all she wrote. Fakhar Zaman's hitting blokes out of the ground. We were talking the other day about the sound of it, like the auditory perception of it.
Yep.
Osman in Cricket Info has written a piece recently about the sound of it, the talk.
Right.
It really is something to behold, and there does need to be a metric for it.
Some of the slog sweeps were so pure that like the bat didn't twist in the handle at all. Like just complete still one motion.
Fuck, he loves cow, doesn't he? He loves cow. Nothing's sacred over cow. Deal.
Fuck, it was impressive though. 11 sixes, what did it hit? 11 sixes, 8 fours, 81 balls, 126 runs. That's a clinic.
Has New Zealand like sort of been stitched up here? I don't mean like in any nefarious ways. In like, has Pakistan done New Zealand with just good old fashioned shrewdness, like just bowling first, possibly knowing some weather's coming in? I understand how DLS works. I tend to agree with how the formula kind of plays itself out.
Yeah.
But T20 skills have outstripped endurance skills in cricket for so long.
Yeah.
To the point where if you say, well, a team made 400 off their allotted 50, and I know that wickets count with this as well, and that's not to be sneezed at. And why would you sneeze? I don't know. Or sniffed. And but if you say, well, the equivalent of 450 overs is 225. Okay, one down, admittedly, and that matters.
Yeah.
You're like, 200 off 25 overs is probably par going for a T20 match, whereas 450 overs is
exceptional.
Fucking heaps.
Yeah.
Point being that like explosion skills have outstripped endurance skills in cricket, meaning that 200 off 25 is really doable. But can you keep it going?
Yeah.
We'll never know. And who gives a shit, says Pakistan. We're fucking in the mix. Anyway, batted well, Fakhar.
Fakhar was good.
Yeah, Fakhar was good. Can Pakistan get there? Here goes.
So they've got to beat, what's their last game? Last game is England.
They need to pump England by like 130 runs.
And New Zealand.
And New Zealand would only have to win by 1 run to outstrip that. Then you've got the whole matter of Afghanistan, who has Australia and South Africa in the next 2 games. So best that for internet reasons, we write that completely off as they're a minnow, you see? Bookmark it.
Yeah.
Because I just want Payne.
Sorry, mate.
Tim Payne. Yeah,
I'm really sorry.
Hey, that's what happens. That's what happens in this game. Fucking hell. And it's finally here goes on to the third thing. Look, let's be real. In the fair dinkum department, which is a store on the high street over here.
Department store. Isn't that a fair dinkum?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right next to Grace Brothers.
There's one for the kids.
Can Pakistan get there? He goes to you, which I think, and your answer to this is going to say a lot about your relationship to matters of mathematics, philosophy, ideology, poetry, reality, ethics, and beauty, the existence of God. Can Pakistan get there?
I would like to start this by talking about business ethics.
What's the pathway to victory?
Well, okay. So they need to beat England, right?
By like an absolute fuckload.
Like a fuck ton?
A fuck ton. If
shitload?
New Zealand is to beat Sri Lanka and
Yeah.
let's treat Afghanistan as the minnows that they are.
Yes, yeah,
right?
that's right.
Because of pain. Because I like pain on the internet.
Yeah, they're lucky to even be in the tournament.
Exactly. The associate nation. Is he serious?
It's good for the algorithm just to wind people up.
Yeah, that's right. Bookmark it.
And good for your mental health as well. Okay, yeah. So New Zealand, Sri Lanka. It's what I was saying at the top, man. Like with New Zealand, I feel like they haven't really played that badly in any of the games against India, Australia, South Africa. They were pumped. They were beaten by.
Yep.
But last night they scored 400. And like they find themselves in the position where they need to win this last game. So I think Sri Lanka are going to be done after they've been bullet by 55. They've been India'd. So I think New Zealand are going to win that game.
Right.
And then
Pakistan have to win by 200.
by shitloads. Yeah, okay. Do I think it's going to happen? No.
Oh, so you do believe in mathematics?
Yeah.
And probability.
See, like in my heart...
What a sad little existence that is. I happen to agree. I just think my existence is sad.
In my heart, I want the game so much. I want them in it because it'd just be fucking hilarious. And also the occasion of a semi-final.
India-Pakistan semi-final at Kolkata.
I'd be flat though if it was South Africa, Pakistan.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that means Australia would have against India.
Means around the semis. Yeah. This is the thing with New Zealand, isn't it? Like, New Zealand is a and I just wanted to make that point. They're a team, right? That's why people come here.
It's a cricket team, right?
Subscribe, please. They're a team of such clinical control. Like
New Zealand,
they've made 6 for 401.
Yeah.
And like
they nearly chased 400 the other game.
The other game, exactly.
Didn't.
And like they're of course, like they seem so good at producing 7.5 to 8.5 out of 10 performances.
Yeah.
But they're always vulnerable to the opposition having some bloke who just puts in a 12 out of 10.
Yeah.
And like
great shout.
New Zealand cannot conjure a 12 out of 10 performance.
Yeah.
Everything is nice and neat and like straight out of the Art of Cricket Donald Bradman book.
Yep.
And it's all overs for, the amount of sheep versus people in the country.
Yep.
And all that kind of stuff. And they're wonderful people. They just maximize their output for what they actually have. It's just that other teams just rock up and again, it's like Australia or whoever. It's like, I'm just doing chest day. Like New Zealand is all body.
Yeah.
New Zealand is everything. New Zealand doesn't miss a fucking day.
Nah.
New Zealand's grindcore.
It's the perfect woman with a stable job and a wonderful family, and you bring it. But then they'll look at Pakistan. It's like that's a stripper.
I want to fuck it. I want to
to
throw it all away for one affair.
Oh yes, just for one wild night.
Exactly.
Just one wild night.
That's right.
With a stripper that I met at a club, and I can save her from this life.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You need a player like that in your team.
Yeah, that's right.
New Zealand have these beautiful players. Ratchin Ravindra is a star is born,
Stunning.
as we've said. Lady Gaga, it's there, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have the stripper,
and
they desperately need one.
They desperately need.
Whereas
one.
Pakistan, it's a
team of strippers.
it's a harem. Is that? Are we still going on the pavilion? But in all seriousness, New Zealand leaves themselves vulnerable to an 11 out of 10 performance.
Yes.
You only need one against them.
Yeah.
I think they'll beat Sri Lanka and make the semis, and they could still win it.
Yeah,
if that's even possible.
Yeah.
But they're not a fashionable team to talk about now. What's fashionable is the idea of Shaheen Shah Afridi running in to Rohit Sharma. Does India love cricket? Because if they do, they'll ensure that game happens.
100%.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Afghanistan, all the best. Very, good little fighting spirit.
Yeah. Good.
They're definitely going to beat us now. Hey, hashtag AskTGC. Are you ready for this?
Hit me.
He goes, I'm not. I'm padding. I'm padding for time because I've somehow lost it. But it's a very important question to do with New Zealand, Pakistan, of all the questions that were coming in as the page fails to load. It is now loaded. The question is from at Pamo30. So yeah, this is Pakistan, New Zealand. Boys, great show as always. I missed the last few World Cup games due to stupid distractions like work and feeding my family. But looks like I haven't missed much. Every team is doing the same thing that they were doing 5 matches ago. My 12-year-old son recently watched the India-England match at the stadium in Lucknow with his mum since I wasn't in the city. That was his first international match, and I asked him to get me a Dhoni shirt. But in his childlike and frankly stupid opinion, Virat is way better than Dhoni. And so he got me a Virat shirt instead. What do I do now? Do I wear the Virat shirt just to keep him happy and concede that Virat is better? Or should I scar him emotionally just so that he learns to differentiate between peacocks and true leaders of men? P.S. Do you have a worn shirt or Ponting shirt at home? Pamo 30, couple of points here. If you are a grown man and you are wearing team kit, you're a pedophile. Right? That's the first thing. The federal police should be called immediately. Oh, is it too far? It's just for you. We're in this silly studio. Is it too far? A couple other things.
What was the tone of what you said it? Couple things.
Yeah, a couple things. I mean, obviously. Pamo, I am saddened that due to work, you couldn't be with your son for his first ever international game of cricket.
Yeah.
And on top of that, choose to ridicule a 12-year-old boy who's actually out for the shit out of you by not doing what his dad has asked.
Yeah.
Why are you asking for favours from him?
Yeah.
You know? The favour you should ask from him is for him to talk to you when he's 18 years of age. Because
it's all very cats in the cradle.
Isn't it? Yeah. Virat, in his opinion, Virat is way better than Dhoni, and he says it's a frankly stupid opinion. Now, what do you mean by that? Statistically, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay. Statistically, it's not. It's a very defensible opinion. It just is. Good. Hey, both good players. What else can I do to ruin this channel today?
I have both a worn and a Ponting shirt. I have it in my basement of my house. I put it on some dolls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, you've got 10 dolls strung up in the dungeon of your house.
That's right.
And you just place worn and Ponting jerseys on them.
Yeah. Yeah. I turn them over.
Yeah.
And then I go to work.
How do we save this episode?
Go to work.
All right, I just want to look. Couple of little asterisks at the end. One, Afghanistan's a good cricket team. They're a good chance to beat Australia, particularly with their spin. Two, if you have a shirt like a team replica kit and you're an adult, that does not make you a pedophile. Okay,
necessarily,
it's a figure of speech. You may be one.
Yeah.
You can't help it. I'd say there's a higher concentration. 3, to clarify, he doesn't have a dungeon where he puts worn and Ponting shirts on dolls, which he then goes downstairs, turns them over and goes to work.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, man. Well, that's the cricket, man. That's cricket.
I love this stage of the tournament, as someone commented recently, will be just getting delirious with the cricket.
It's delirium.
All right. Well, another video is coming out today to review the farewelling of the defending champions of the cricket.
Well, their whole movement.
The whole movement. We're farewelling an era, reviewing Australia and England. And, of course, big one tonight, South Africa and India. So review on the channel tomorrow. So if you are new, click subscribe. If you've enjoyed the video, hit a like. Just hit a like. Any like, anywhere. And we'll see you guys on the internet real soon.